when I was a kid when we started, we would can and all the veggies and the fruits and the jams and stuff, and I remember taking a few to market here and there, and but there's no way you can get away with that now. And in a few years ago we ventured into pickled beans, and that was a bother just to find somebody that wanted to pickle them. And then it's hard, pickling is a hard thing to do. You gotta get the right pH levels and everything else. And they decided they didn't want to do it anymore after 2 years, and so we just kind of gave it up from there. And since then we haven't looked into it at all. Make it easier for these packing companies that do a small scale, easier to work with small scale farmers to be able to do that. And we love to do beans and asparagus, sell like hotcakes at market, and pickled carrots, all kinds of stuff that we can grow easily. I can see that because as farmers markets have grown, supermarket sales have gone down, and supermarket lobbyists, I'm not sure what you might call that, have pushed for more licensing of farmers markets because their sales have hurt, and they want to try to make it harder for the small guys to make money on market selling produce. And right now, I don't need, other than insurance, and I don't need any special licenses to bring vegetables to town and sell them. And there shouldn't be a special license for that. But yeah, anytime you start pushing those big guys and making it easier for the little guys, something's going to get out of whack and something's going to happen. But hopefully that people nowadays are getting a little bit smarter and able to recognize that it's the little guys that keep these communities running and keep things going. And there's enough money out there for everybody.
You know, I mean, I think the processing for low-hazard foods like pickles needs to be different than, you know, if it's something that's going to kill somebody with botulism.
Right.
Yes, that, you know, and throwing everybody together is crazy. Yeah, perhaps, especially if it's direct market, people, you know exactly where it's going. It's not going through third-party, you know, middlemen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, there are certain sanitation procedures that I think everybody needs to be up.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't have to be, you know, it had to have to be a stainless kitchen.
I guess from a consumer point of view, I want standards. It doesn't matter whether it's coming from a small farmer or a large farmer corporation. I want food safety, which is extremely important. And if in fact those standards address those kinds of things, then absolutely they should stick to them.
Farmers more than I trust the USDA.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair. I think that they're never going to be able to keep up with that scale. So we either have to come up with a new, way of regulating, or trust that if farmers are only growing on so many acres, that perhaps the regulations are much lighter.
I want everything to be clean and sterile, no matter if they're making it at home or in a big factory. But
there are certain laws that I think should apply to everyone about sanitation or something like that. But for small consumers, like if it's a small dairy farm, I know that there's a law that they have to have a paved driveway up to their farm, and they have to have like separate bathrooms, and that seems different than, it seems like it shouldn't apply to a really small farm versus some large corporation. So that's sort of my thought, that some rules should apply and some rules should be taken into account, that they're small farms, that they don't have enough money to do all of these extreme measures.
Okay.